if I feel strongly enough about it. But this is my final fight thermometer. If you think you stack up differently, then tweet it at me. Say so in the comments. If I was misinformed about one of these characters and maybe one of them would actually destroy me, or maybe they're weaker than I thought, then let me know, because I'm kind of curious about the logic of it. Tell me. That's what I'm getting at. Fucking tell me.
How's it going? I'm drunk and I'm pissed. I just watched idubbbz videos about mascots and asses being kicked. Well, needless to say, I strongly disagree. I think that tomorrow when I wake up hungover, I'll make my own video. And I'll tell you why you're wrong. So, luckily enough, I have the magic power of editing, and I'll snap my finger and I will make it tomorrow. And now it's today. Look at that. I snapped my fingers last night and it's today, and I still have a little bit of whiskey. It's not much, but I'm going to take a sip to start this off properly. And I'm going to tell you why that video I watched last night is not necessarily wrong, but why I disagree. And I've also added a few mascots and left some out as well. So we'll take a look. Yep, that's whiskey. Ooh. All right. So there's some things I disagree on when it comes to the video last night. I'm a fairly big guy. I'm 6'7", about 350 pounds. Here's a picture of me standing by my door to show how big I am. It's a normal sized door. So clearly, I'm a decent sized guy. I can't talk, but you know, it is what it is. So we're just gonna start off with these motherfuckers. First off, we have Aunt Jemima. So Aunt Jemima, I don't know a lot about Aunt Jemima. She doesn't look very threatening. I know that this Aunt Jemima looks like she might be a little bit big, but I'm also fairly big. I'll put her right here, just for now. I'm subject to change in the near future, but for now, right here is gonna do. I'm not feeling super confident today. Not about the mascots I'm fighting. I'm fairly confident about that, but I'm using paint.net instead of Photoshop, so that's why I'm not 100% super confident. Now we have the Burger King burger dude, the king himself. He looks a little bit like a bitch. Should be fairly easy to take him on, but he does look like he might be a little bit plasticky, a little bit hard. So we'll put him right here because I might hurt my hand on him, you know, if I hit him too hard. And then we have Captain Morgan. Now Captain Morgan, the thing with Captain Morgan is he was a pirate, and he was a drunk pirate. And drunk people like to fight. Pirates love to fight. Assuming that I'm me, and I'm also drunk, and I'm as big as I am, now I think I might be able to take him, but it's iffy. The thing is, he has a sword, and I don't. But if we're just going to assume it's just hands, then it's a pretty fair fight. Ooh. Okay, I'm not even going to put the lid on. Fuck that. Captain Morgan. Might kick my ass, might not. We'll put him right there. Okay, now we have Captain Crunch, a different kind of captain. He's a pussy. Easy win. No reason about it, just he's a pussy. Also, I want to point out that I just recently shaved my face, shaved a beard off that was pretty big, probably about 4 or 5 inches, and then I shaved down to stubble, and then I shaved that off from the beard to mutton chops to just a mustache. And I haven't watched idubbbz in a little bit. Now noticing he has a mustache and thinking about it in hindsight, it's basically just two mustached men arguing about which mascots they would kick asses of or have their asses handed to. I don't know quite how to word that, but yeah, that was unintentional and definitely interesting. We're just a couple mustached men, like Captain Crunch. The Burger King captain and Captain Morgan also have mustaches. Chef Boyardee, I can't tell. He might have a mustache. I'm kind of blind from my flash, so not really knowing. But regardless, he's an old man. I'd say that's a fairly easy choice. Then we have Chester the Cheetah. Now, you would think that he's a cheetah, right? So he's fast. He's he's got claws. But looking at him, I'm thinking that he's the kind of guy who's 26 to 30, wears white Air Force Ones, has a pencil thin douchebag beard, and dates 16-year-olds and thinks he's hot shit, and he's not, and most of it's just cockiness. So I think I could take him. Besides, look at those arms and legs. There's no tone. His feet are as big as his head. Easy. Let's move him up just a little bit. We'll give him a chance. Although I don't think it's going to be any useful because he's getting his ass kicked. Now the Green Giant, he wants to have sex. He's massive. He'd probably kick my ass. Definitely would kick my ass. He's a big motherfucker. I am too, but not that big. Gritty, without a doubt, would fucking smoke me. He looks crazy. He's wearing hockey gear. He's basically armored, and look at those eyes. He's out for blood. Then we have Grimace. Grimace, this is what would happen if I fought Grimace. This is what Grimace would look like by the time I got done with him. Now the thing with Grimace is he's kind of a lot like Gritty. He might have a lot of strength. He might be pretty good, but from what I've read, he seems very dumb, half-witted. He was originally a villain, but I think he'd be fairly easy. Probably not any stronger than Aunt Jemima. Maybe a little bit stronger than Chester Cheetah and Captain Crunch. We'll put him there. And then the thing with Grimace is he was last spotted at Philadelphia Phillies stadium in 2012. Like this guy, who looks a lot like Grimace and is also friends with Gritty. I'm beginning to think that this is literally just Grimace with dyed hair, and also a blowjob fetish, as you can see by his mouth. So I'm starting to think that he might be a little bit stronger because he might be able to make his victims succumb to him by sucky suck. So we'll put him a little bit ahead of Grimace. Probably stronger than Aunt Jemima. Probably about the same damn size. Not the same color. Let's move on to the next one before it gets racist. Hamburger Helper. 100% easy win. Like, he shouldn't even be on the list. Honestly, I would wear him and then jack off. Easy. He's about as far back as it gets. Then we have this motherfucker, the Hamburglar. He seems like a sneaky bastard. Probably is going to be right about here somewhere. He's a redhead. He could be Irish. Assuming he's a redhead, he's probably pretty short, but he might be able to kick my ass. I'm not really 100% sure on that one. I don't know a lot about Hamburglar, considering the fact that he's so sneaky. So we have the Icy Bear. Now in the video I watched, he used a different picture of the Icy Bear, the one with the gay sunglasses, skateboarding or ice skating or whatever, literally ice skating, I guess. But here's the thing. Icy Bear, this is a recent picture, a 2015 picture. Icy Bear is a lot skinnier. I think Icy Bear has been doing too much ice, and I think because of that, I would be able to take him. So we'll put him right about there. Keebler Elf. Now, I saw a picture of the Keebler Elf. He was literally painting chocolate onto a fucking cookie. The cookie being about this big, meaning the Keebler Elf is also about this big. My dick is probably about 3 Keebler Elves, therefore he's pretty low too, along with a Hamburger Helper glove. But probably a little bit stronger because he seems to have, I don't know. The Hamburger Helper glove could have organs and limbs and But he's just a glove, right? So we'll move on from that one. I think the Keebler Elf is just a little bit stronger. The Kool-Aid Man. Now, the Kool-Aid Man, I was thinking originally he is just glass. He should be easy to take on. But the motherfucker breaks through brick walls. So I'm starting to think that he might be Pyrex, meaning he's going to be a little bit tougher. So we'll put him right about here somewhere. Next we have the Laughing Cow. Now, in the video I watched, he related the Laughing Cow to being some sort of demon cow. Now, I don't get any threatening auras from this image. This just looks like a pussy, and honestly, I think that I would be able to take him. Now, assuming that they're about my size, the only thing that scares me is the horns, but come on, honestly, I'd tear him in half. Okay, moving on. Sasquatch, Jack Link's Sasquatch. Let's say Sasquatch one more time while we're at it. Easily would kick my ass. I mean, they go 6 to 9 feet tall, just judging by Sasquatch lore already. I've seen the dude kick ass before. You don't want to piss him off. You don't want to fuck with his Jack Links. You don't want to take his jerky, or he's going to turn you into jerky. And it's as simple as that. Would kick my ass, maybe just as much as the Green Giant. Now we have Lucky Charms, Leprechaun. Dude's tiny. He always runs. He's a pussy. The only thing he's got going for him is that he's Irish. However, Rick and Morty did a good job showing how kids could just rip him apart and fucking kill him. And I think I could take on about 11 to 15 middle schoolers. So I'm going to go ahead and say that he's fucking dead. Michelin Man. I get compared to the Michelin Man a lot. But look at this Michelin Man. He's doing Zen, he's doing yoga, he's meditating. You know he knows jujitsu. You know he watches the Joe Rogan podcast. You know he's going to kick your ass. He might just be nothing but soft tires or some kind of balloon filled with air, similar to the Pillsbury Doughboy, but he's big. I've seen the motherfucker throw tires, and Michelin sounds like Michigan. If this dude's from Detroit, I'm getting my ass kicked. Simple as that. Michelin Man, probably not as strong as Gritty, but he's strong. Mini Wheat. He's a mini wheat shred. It's in the name, shred. Would be torn to shreds. Just as weak as the Keebler Elf, Captain Crunch, all that. Yeah, he's dead. I do agree on that one. Mr. Clean. More like Mr. Molest. He's clearly out to fuck. He's holding on to his groin. He wants some, and he's toned. And he's obviously out for blood, and I think he's probably about... I think if it was the Mr. Clean versus the Sasquatch, it would be a pretty fair fight. So I'm going to put him up with the Sasquatch. The Peanut. Oh, man, the Planner's Peanut guy. This dude's a bitch. You could tell by looking at him. He's got a body shaped like 3 of my ex-girlfriends at least. He's just an absolute asshole. It's all in the hips, nothing in the legs. His head is as big as his waist. He's got a monocle and a cane. The only thing going for him, I think, is that he could probably use a cane for a weapon. But judging by his eyesight only being bad in one eye, I mean, that's a pretty easy fight, I'd say. He's got to be probably about on par with the Laughing Cow. But he's a peanut, right? So maybe we'll move him down a little bit. Or not. We'll just leave him where he's at. And then we have the Pillsbury Doughboy. He's a tiny motherfucker, but he's vicious. This is a pretty fair fight, I'd say. I think that he might wait till I'm asleep and then come in my room and then try and kill me. So, judging by shock factor and just sneakiness overall, I'd say it's a pretty fair fight. California Raisins. Like he said, I'm pretty sure they're black. There's 4 of them, but they are raisins. Are they human-sized? I don't know. Probably. I could look up pictures and find out. We're going to put them in the middle. A little higher than the middle because there's 4 of them. So we'll put them right there. But sad news for Steve Harvey, guys. PC may be at risk. Oh, man. Oh, shit. No, thank you. What's next? Okay, so Ronald McDonald. In this picture, he's clearly busting a nut. He's He's probably thinking of the Hamburglar or Grimace, maybe even Birdie. And he just, I've sat next to him on one of those benches outside McDonald's before, and he's a lot smaller than me. I'd have to say that he would be getting his ass kicked. The only thing going for him, yet again, is the fact that he's a clown, and clowns kind of have this like spook factor. But I still think Ronald McDonald would get torn in half, so I'm gonna put him here. Probably about on par with the Kool-Aid Man. A little bit stronger than Chef Boyardee because, well, he's a clown, but still not even a fair fight. Colonel Sanders, old man, probably owned a plantation, probably had slaves. Assuming he doesn't have an army of slaves. Actually, let's move him away from Aunt Jemima just in case. I'm going to go ahead and say that he's getting his ass handed to him. Keebler Elf style. Easy, done, over. Then we have the Sleepy Bear. He's just going to stay right there. Maybe weaker than the Mini Wheat. No, probably not. I mean, he's a bear. He's a bear. Let's give him that. He might have, what's it called when you sleep all the time? Don't remember. But yeah, he's got that. He's always fucking sleeping. It's all the drugs, probably heroin, who knows. Let's move on. We have the Starbucks lady. I don't know what she is. I'm going to assume she's a siren, assuming that she's stronger than Captain Morgan because sirens and pirates don't get along. Therefore, she'd probably kill me. I don't know if she could kill Mr. Clean. I don't know if she could probably kill the Raisins. Probably not the Michelin Man. So we'll put her right about here somewhere. Yeah, let's put it right there. Then we have Tony the Tiger. He's a fucking tiger. Just bipedal. Probably the same length as a normal tiger. Yeah, he's probably kicking my ass. It might be a fair fight. You never know. We'll just leave him right there. And then we have Wendy's. Now, this is just a little girl. That's an easy win, I'd say. The only thing is, she's got no soul. Clearly, she's a redhead, and that worries me a little bit. You never know with the little kids, like The Shining, for example. They always have this like supernatural kind of thing going on. Now, he said about the cow being a demon cow. I'm more thinking that Wendy's is a demon herself. Wendy Thomas, the mascot, not the person, or the person. I really don't know. She does kind of seem like the kind of supernatural person. So if we're talking about the mascot, it's probably right about here. If we're talking about Wendy Thomas, I'm going to say it's fucking maximum, but we have a picture of the mascot here, so we'll put it right in the middle. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's my list right there. So this is my list, and if you guys disagree, tell me why. Do another one. Tweet it. Well, don't tweet it to me because I don't use Twitter, because Twitter's, for fucking idiots. But I am going to tweet this to idubbbz because he does want to see what other people think. And I'm going to tell you right now that I think my list is more accurate. It's got better mascots. And overall, supreme. Just 100%. My tier doesn't look as good, and I'm using paint.net. But damn it. 100%. I'm fairly confident in this, and I'll stand by it. And matter of fact, if you can get me any of the mascots, let's set something up, and we'll pit me against real mascots, and we'll see what happens. I almost want to move everyone back because I almost think I could take everyone. It's definitely not the whiskey. All right, see ya.